For a meeting from which so little had been expected, signs of progress. An upbeat Russian Foreign Minister, Sergei Lavrov, said all sides had agreed to take steps to calm tensions, including removing militants from buildings and to address their political differences.
What is the most important for us is that everybody, all the parties agreed that this is the crisis that needs to be regulated by Ukrainians themselves. Immediate cessation of conflicts.
His US counterpart John Kerry also talked of good work achieved in good faith, but said now it was a question of turning words into action, warning of further US sanctions on Moscow if they weren't.
This day's work has produced principles, and it has produced commitments, and it has produced words on paper. And we are the first to understand and to agree that words on paper will only mean what the actions that are taken as a result of those words produce.
Earlier, in a phone-in program on Russian television, President Putin blamed the authorities in Kiev for all the tension and trouble in eastern Ukraine. He insisted there were no Russian forces on the ground, but again held out the possibility there could be in the future.
As a reminder, the Federation Council of Russia has granted the President the right to use military force in Ukraine. I very much hope that I will not have to exercise this right, and that with political and diplomatic means we will succeed in resolving all the acute, if not the acutest problems in Ukraine today.
On Wednesday night, a reminder of the kind of flashpoint that could lead to an even wider crisis. A National Guard base in southern Ukraine came under attack from pro-Russian militants. The assault failed, but left 3 of the pro-Russians dead and more than a dozen injured. All further evidence of Kiev's struggle to maintain control of its territory without provoking unwanted confrontation. Of course, not all of eastern Ukraine is in the grip of a pro-Russian insurgency. These protesters in Luhansk were demonstrating for what they called a united country. How to keep Ukraine united in a way that satisfies all of its citizens, its Russian neighbor, and Europe and the US remains the prize so far out of reach. Rob Watson, BBC News.